What up, fools? Well, I didn't really set up the cameras too well, did I? Well, what's up, creepers and geekers? Christy, Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? All right, is that too loud? I got the amp literally right next to the laptop, and my camera or my microphone is right over here. So if that's too loud, let me know. If it's not loud enough, wow, that was way off. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I had other plans. For today, but they kind of fell through. So, and I'm waiting on a phone call, so I might put you guys on standby if I get that phone call. It's a very important appointment I need to make. I guess I'm getting at that age where I got to go into the mothership and get anal probed. So they've been calling me all last week and this week to make that appointment, since my doctor at the last physical is like, yeah, you need a colonoscopy. So I've been slowly introducing myself to the Jackson Crackle. And I played around with the neck pickup a little bit. I put some, I added a little bit of height to it. That sounds weird. I adjusted the fucking pickup. But it's not quite what I want, so I'm gonna probably I'm swapping them out anyway. It doesn't matter. We probably won't have this guitar on me the whole time. I got a couple of guitars here I've been itching to play. As a matter of fact, I want to get Christine. That's my Pink Sparkle Debutante by Daisy Rocks. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, you know what? The thumbnail is gonna have this Yngwie's pick. Will Yngwie's pick save my playing? Maybe for the next live stream. So how's everyone doing? I see there's 4 people in here. 3, 4, 3, 4. Keeps doing that. I guess people are coming in hoping I'm playing a fucking game or something, but I don't play fucking game. No, I'm just kidding. We will. But like I said, this was an impromptu thing, and I had nothing really. I had other plans, but they fell through. Coming on and hanging out with you guys. Let me turn it up just a little bit. I don't know what just fell. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't give 2 shits. For real, somebody sound off and tell me if the levels are okay, please. That's it. Okay, cool. Cool. Was that Mike Tendo Power? That's a new name to me. Thank you. What's going on? Loosely Collected Buttercup. What's going on? Tommy Oyamiko. We got Get to the Chopper. Make a James Campbell inspired metal song. Maybe someday. Cool, thanks, Tommy. But yeah, I've been getting acquainted with this thing. Is that Metallica? Where? I did play earlier. I went... Played a little bit of puppets there. I don't mind playing like quick little riffs. I just don't want to get dinged, you know what I mean? Oh, I screwed that up. But yeah, Metallica's where I actually got my start playing metal to begin with. Master! Ooh! Yeah! It's cliche now, right? It's cliche. Hey, wait a minute. The dude on Stranger Things, he was playing a BC Rich that was in Crackle, wasn't it? His was black and red Crackle. Nice! I'm as cool as that kid now. But I'm not on top of a trailer with a bunch of Satan bats flying around me, hitting me in the face while playing Master of Puppets. Never mind. Hey, Wolf, what's going on? It's good seeing you too, man. It's my, Loosely Collector says it's my day off. Just got paid bills. And now I'm nearly broke drinking coffee and chatting with you. Coffee, broke. I had plans to make money today, but they fell through. Jet, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in, man. Welcome. YouTube chat is broken? I don't get it. What's going on, man? If it's something that I can, Have you ever watched the channel Trogley Guitar every day? Every day. Well, okay, I say that. What I end up doing is I will watch him every day for like a month, and then I'll get bored of him, and then I'll let the videos pile up, and then I'll slowly go back and then watch him another month. But yeah, no, I love Trogley. He's a really good dude. Him and I have chatted a few times, actually. I sought his help on a local guitar, and I'm glad I did. Because there was a few things about it that I didn't notice that he was like, oh, dude, check this out. So, with his information, I went in proper, and the deal wasn't made. So, but yeah, Trogley's Guitar Show. It's fucking great. Great show. Great show, everyone. Okay, let's see. Mike Powell says, good morning, fellas. If I connect my phone to the television, the chat room won't open up and leave. Oh! Well, don't connect it to the TV. Just look on your small phone. Spoiled brat. Just fucking with you. But 8-ball over an Amico. Elbow bought an 8-ball over an Amico. I don't. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't understand what you mean by that. Get to the chopper, buddy. Trogley, good stuff. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it really is. He's a great dude. He really is. It's a bug, Dave. Yet to fix. Cool. So you guys are just helping each other with tech stuff. That's cool. Yeah, that neck pickup's garbage. I'm getting along with the bridge pickup, no problem. I mean, a bridge pickup is a bridge pickup, right? You throw a ton of gain on it and it gives a shit, right? As far as gain is concerned, I have a, the amp I'm going into is a Black Star. And I have to keep trying to remind myself of that because it doesn't have the plate on it. The previous owner, I guess, yanked it off, or one of the I don't know how many people have owned this fucking thing. I got a Guitar Center for like $450. $500, something like that. It's a 25 watt tube with SLX. 6L6s, I mean. It's called the Studio 10 6L6. I guess it's an EL34 version with EL34 tubes, which is a little more akin to, like, say, your Jubilee heads and stuff like that, Marshall. Where this is more, I guess, Mesa inspired. But it's like a boutique sounding amp without the boutique price. I mean, you could definitely tell it's in under $1,000 tube amp, but it sounds great. It sounds amazing. The pedals I'm going into is, I should have set this up better, huh? It's a drive pedal called the Trick or Treat. It was a one-off that a buddy of mine made for me. It's got a really cool haunted house in the front, and one of the windows are lit up with an amber light to flicker a little. And this thing called the Echoes by Meng Ying, some Chinese company that I got for Christmas or my birthday or something like that a few years ago. I was learning how to play the Mandalorian theme. Actually, it was during the season 1, so that's how long I've had it for. And for my birthday, I had asked for this. That's correct. That's right. And I don't remember how to play the Mandalorian theme to save my day, so save the day. So it is what it is. So that's what I'm running into, direct into the amp. We'll talk about the overdrive pedal. We'll talk about it here and there. Let me unplug it here. I'll show it to you anyway. He didn't design the circuit. The circuit is something that you can buy. The circuit is something that you can buy. And it's basically, I want to say you said it was a rat, but the low is not necessarily like a low gain thing. It's more of it shapes it. I can't describe it. It just does this really magical thing. Let me plug this all back in. Where you can go from a really sweet, beautiful, just warm overdrive to crunchy thrash. And everything in between. Well, with the exception of fuzz tones. I haven't really been able to get a lot of fuzz out of it, but that's alright. I got a board to make my own pedal. It's a fuzz circuit with an extra thing. It's basically based off of the fuzz face. And you can switch between Russian and some other capacitor and all kind of. Basically, it's another one of those things where it's like, here's the classic version, and now let's add some nuts to it or something. Let's add something to it. And I bought just the board for like $10, and I gotta populate the board and then put it into an enclosure. But that switch, I want to have like one of those big honking, almost like a nitrous oxide switch. So I'm gonna do that. So I got this. There's a project pedal board that's pretty much almost shaped like an Atari Junior. It's flat on the top and then comes down like this, or a 7800 with wooden sides and aluminum body. I'm going to do that with that, and I'm going to call it the fuck face instead of the fuzz face. Chinese pedals rule these days. They do. The only thing you have to look out for with the Chinese pedals is whether or not they work. If you get one that works, they're great. They sound awesome. But it's 50-50 if it's going to work. And 9 out of 10 times you can send it back and get a new one. This one actually has 3 modes. It has what they call an echo mode. It's a 3-knob delay. It's an analog delay. It's got just what they call an echo, which is just whatever. And then classic, which is your standard analog delay. And then in the middle is a modular one, which almost gives it kind of, it modularizes the sound. And almost gives it a tinge of synth to it. It's weird. I can't describe it. It's right now I just have it in echo because that's just what's working better with this tone. So 8 ball of Coke instead of pre-ordering an Amico. How's the Amico going? Have you played it much? Oh, okay. I thought that's what you're talking about, 8 ball. It's funny, my buddy Willie of Arcade USA posted a little Tetris thing in a tin can. And he kept talking about doing 25 lines. And I think I commented, last time I did 25 lines that quick, I ended up with warrants in 3 states. I can't do speed. I'm not a Coke guy. I'm not into any of that shit. Nah. But I feel you, man. I feel you, and I have been playing it. The luster of it is over, and with the exception of the individual game time I've been having with them, you know, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's just been mundane, honestly. Not saying anything against the quality of the product or the you know, hardware or software. At this point now, it just feels like having a console in the house. It's weird. It's another option, you know. Yesterday we played Jaguar, and today I might play some Finnegan Fox or something. I don't know. I've been staying away from Finnegan Fox, so I want to actually sit down and take my time with that. Right now, I'm just doing like short bursts, almost like how I would normally play it. And the girls have been playing, and they got their notes. They got their notes and everything. So I haven't really done this week's notes. They've been the ones mainly playing the damn thing. And I keep telling them switch it up, because they keep wanting to play the Evil Knievel game. I'm telling you, the hardest things to quit in the world is heroin, nicotine, and that Evil Knievel game. It's pretty cool stuff. I may or may not make videos on it, only because everyone's been so rad. Everyone's been leaving me the fuck alone, and I like that. I mean, I don't mind questions. Like the last stream I got, somebody asked me a question about hooking it up to a computer, and unfortunately I didn't have an answer. I don't know if you can. I have no idea. I wouldn't know anything about any of that. Even, you know, my role is just to play games and, you know, report things. But, and it's not even like a role. It's funny I say that. It's not even like a role. It's just kind of like a, hey, help us out. I don't know. It doesn't feel official. Maybe because of, you know, whatever. But I've been having a good time with it. Every now and again I got to remember that I'm part of something bigger. Because like I said, it's in my home, so now it's normalized, right? How weird is that? It's normalized. And it's just another option in the house, even though I do have modus operandi when it comes to having it in the house. And I will admit I haven't been using it as much as I probably should be. But I've been going over certain things with other people. But yeah, no, I'm having fun with it. It's a good time. It's something different. It's a nice, you know, I'm drinking coffee. As a matter of fact, I might put you guys on standby so I can make another cup. I even made a new graphic for it and everything. Hey, you want to see it? Want to see it? Want to see it? I found the nastiest cup. Well, I mean, I'm sure I could have found a more nastier cup on the internet, but I found a real nasty cup to put in there. I thought it would be fun, but I am giving my thoughts on it. Get to the chopper. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with it. So I just got to keep reminding myself that this is a special case, regardless if anyone's into the unit itself. Even if I wasn't into it, it's still a special case. You know, as silly as it sounds, people keep reminding me you're part of a video game history thing. There'll be videos or whatever made about this console, and you're going to be coming up, especially now that you have one of them. You know. So I got to keep that in mind too. So yeah, it's just been another thing around the house that I've had to do, and it's been fun. It's been fun. I hope I don't sound like it's too labor intensive or anything, but it's not. It's not. Nothing went right today. All my plans kind of went. So I'm in a little bit of an off mood, and that's why we're streaming today. So 8 Ball of Coke. That's funny. Chinese pals rule. Okay, I need to figure out a way to buy a Jaguar. I recently have an itch for one, loosely collected says. Actually, you know what? It's funny you're talking about that. I'm going to be putting that Bentley CompuVision on the chopping block if you're interested, bud. Message me personally. I'll hook you up with a bro price. But I think I'm going to do a 40 shipped, 45 shipped, depending on where people want it. I mean, of course, I'll hook you guys up, but no, I'm sorry. I got a phone call. It's not from the number I've been waiting on. I mentioned earlier I got to get a colonoscopy done, so I'm waiting for them to call me. You know, I'm going to put you on standby for that. I'll be right back. All right, there was spam. I should have went with my instincts and said don't answer that. Apparently, I'm going to go to jail for tax fraud or something. I don't know, but you need to grab that and connect it my Bentley portable TV. Yeah, dude. You mean the Amico? Why not give your thoughts on? Oh, okay, we already did that. That's got like a Tom Petty kind of vibe to it. Be ready with the colonoscopy a few years ago. I bet it was fun. My lady just got hers done. And it's funny because they just lowered the age to when they think everyone should do it. And here's some, TMA, but I had a vasectomy done in the early 2000s when my second daughter was born, like biological. The girls here are not my biological children. I had that done, and that leads me into a slightly higher risk, I guess, for colon cancer or something like that. I don't know. All they know is I'm shooting blanks and I'm happy about it. I don't give a shit about anything else. I'll tell you a fun dating story with that in a few minutes. Man, the Atari Creep's going off the rails. And my doctor's like, yeah, between, you're almost 50, bro. You're 48 years old or whatever it is. I was born in 75. You do the math. And you got the vasectomy done. So let's make sure you don't have cancer up in that old colon pipe. All right? Let's probe. So that's what's going on. Devious, what's going on, my friend? But yeah, so if I do that again, it's because I got to answer that call. Doing well, brother. How you doing, man? It's good to hear from you, man. It really is. Twice, 2 streams in a row. Oh, man. Stacy, what's going on, my friend? You didn't miss anything. Some colonoscopy talk. I got to get the guitar. Alan, look, all the peoples are showing up. I'm actually just about to go make a coffee. So why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves? And I'm just going to go refresh this real quick. We're going to be on for a little bit today, so don't worry about it, okay? I'll be right back. You didn't really miss anything, though. We talked a little bit about my life with the Amico. Actually, I might make a video about that later on today. Just living with the Amico. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I opted for soda. I'm getting nerved out from all the coffee. And I swapped out guitars. We got Christine with us today. And I could tell already we're not feeling Christine. A completely different feel. Completely different vibe. It's got a narrower neck. This guitar was actually designed to get young ladies into the rock and roll vibe, you know what I mean? There was a chick who, at the time, you know, was like, I don't see enough chicks out there, and when you do, you don't see them getting respect. So luckily enough, she was married to a guy who owns a company called Schechter Research. And they came up with this thing called Daisy Rocks. Famous daisy-shaped guitar. That's what this is. It's called Debutante Series. I put that chevron there. It had a humbucker. I put the P90 in it. It's just a El Nico 5 from wherever. It might have been from Reverb. It might have been from eBay. I don't know. But it's like a Junior. Like a Les Paul Junior style thing going on. And you can't really see it in my cheap camera, but it's like a pink sparkle. It's gorgeous. I need to put a big mirror right here or something, you know, or a giant one right here. Kind of has that vibe to it. The wraparound bridge is pretty cool. I think they said this is made out of sycamore, some weird wood like that. It's got some weight. It resonates pretty well. It's Gibson scale, 24 3/4, and like I said, the neck's a little narrower. And it plays great. It plays great. The pitch on the headstock is almost non-existent. So I'm actually thinking about putting a bar across it to bring the strings down and tighten it up a little bit. They're a little too flappy bappy for my likings. But other than that, I got it for $35 on Reverb because the bridge posts were leaning forward. That was a real easy fix. Real easy fix. All you really have to do is take some newspaper and wrap it around the post. But first dip it. Some people do it in wood glue, but what I like to use is original Gorilla Glue. Just use a tiny. And I would only do that to a cheap guitar like this, by the way. Just a little bit, like pretty much in the center. You don't have to put a lot on there. And then put that in there, and then make sure it's braced so that the pegs are straight up and down. And what's going to happen is the Gorilla Glue is going to expand because it's technically a foam. It's more so a foam than a glue. And it'll expand and keep the post locked in there, So, and I did that, and I let it sit for like a week or two, put the bridge on it, set it up, and it plays fine. But yeah, the bridge was leaning hard. I figure worst case scenario, I plug it. I plug it and put a new bridge on it, It's not hard to do at all, so. A couple of measurements, make sure things are straight. You're good. It's actually pretty easy. Drill a few holes. Have a nice day. Get the fuck out of here. Your guitar design reminds me of Mountain Dew plastic bottle label art. Oh, yeah, I can see that. The Crackle? I can see that. That cup should have its own podcast because, damn, it's been places, right? See what kind of spam bullshit this is. I don't know if you can hear the phone. The phone's ringing. So, all right, let me catch up on the chat. So he says, what I miss. Alan says, hi. I finished my eBay for the day. Reminder of the day is mine. The remainder of the day is mine. Right on, man. Sorry, the thing's further back than it normally is because of the amp. He showed us how to make a working. Huh. It's a bot. How are you today? It just literally said, how are you today? Hi. I'm too stupid to realize I'm talking to a machine. Machines taking over, man. They don't know what they're doing. Plutonium out of the household. Cleaner for the backyard. Okay, yeah, the fusion reactor, the fission. It's all fission. We just did that. Whatever he just said. But, hey, Cheryl. What's going on, kiddo? Now, unfortunately, this guitar doesn't intonate the greatest. I gotta adjust it a little bit. I mean, it does intonate, but like here. It's in tune. Okay, maybe it's not. And these tuners are garbage. One volume. That's it. I actually was thinking about putting, what do they call it, a concentric pot? One on top of each other. Because, a tone knob with a single pickup guitar. When you have a single pickup guitar, it's not really about the pickup itself. It's about the volume and tone. And shaping the sound. If you've never played an actual junior, Les Paul Junior, I recommend it. Amazing guitar. I had a chance of owning a late 50s one for $200 from a kid I went to school with. And it's a kind of a fun story. Well, it's a weird story because it was around 87, Appetite for Destruction came out, and all of a sudden Les Pauls were popular again, At that time it was all Floyd Rose equipped, Kahler equipped, metal machines, Super Strats and shit. And all of a sudden, Guns N' Roses comes out, and he's playing actually not a real Les Paul, which is fun because Gibson makes a copy of that guitar, which is not an actual Gibson guitar. So Gibson's making a copy of their own guitar. How fucking weird is that? But everyone's making money, so no one gives a shit. No one cares. He's like, oh, I think my grandfather has a Les Paul from when he was a kid. And I'm like, oh, be a 58 flame top, 59 flame top, please, right? And he shows up with this thing. It's called a Junior, and you gotta remember, man, it's 87. How old would I have been? 12, 13? I was all about thrash. I was listening to Exodus and Wargasm and fucking Creator and Slayer and Venom. I didn't want no Junior. I brought it home, and I remember it sounded great. But because of what it was, I didn't give it respect. So he's just like, well, he gave it to me, and I don't play, so do you want it? I'm like, $200. Because they weren't really, they were worth a lot more than that then, too, but not much. Les Paul wasn't completely popularized again. There was a time where you couldn't even give them away, in the 80s. And then all of a sudden you couldn't get rid of your Charvels. I remember I went to sell my Charvel, and the guy's like, I'm not even going to take it. I can't get rid of it. Nice guitar, though. Have a nice day. And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I had to wait a week or so to come up with the money. I think I wasn't working at Friendly's yet. And too young. Got the money, and we never met up. We never got to meet up. And then one day he's like, yeah, my mom dropped something on it, and the headstock snapped out. He showed it to me. I'm like, I'll still give you the $200 for it. Because I started realizing at that point what it was, And it just never came to be. Just never came to be. Gotta run. Have a great day, Jet. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. You should try making an AI drawing of your self-portrait. I think that would be cool. I have no idea how to do that. What do you do? Just take a picture of yourself and upload it to an app or something like that? You do it for me. Take a screenshot. Thanks for playing along with the crap I make up. Yeah, of course, dude. If I was smart enough, I would have came up with something to add to it. It just proves that if there were money to be made, yeah. And it's funny, you remember, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago, they came out with that Play Authentic campaign that they got totally thrashed on. Dude came out all hardcore. If it doesn't say Gibson here, we don't want you to. And if yours says Gibson and we don't have permission to play authentic, and everyone went out and bought Gibsons. And then they took down the video like the next day. Everyone was like, "Excuse me." I'm still in metal mode. I'm playing a guitar with a P90 and I'm over here chugging. So what's everyone up to? Anyone got any cool plans for the weekend? Today's a gorgeous day. I hope tomorrow will be another gorgeous day because I'm going to try to do like a little art thing outside on the corner. I live on the corner. So I'm finally going to put all my art out there. I'm going to post, live art demo and sale, yard sale. Come fucking hang out with me, the corner of this and that. And set up a little table out there. I want to do it on the porch. It's like a catch-22 because where I live is very visible. But if I go on a porch, it's as if the house doesn't exist. So I have to be out on the corner. I don't want to be in the sun. I fucking hate the sun. If I had my way, it would be gone. But it has to exist in order for life to exist. So you're welcome. I haven't destroyed the sun yet. All right? Don't say I've never fucking done anything for you. But I'll probably go out there, maybe do a couple of paint pours. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the Dollar Tree tonight and scrounge up some change and get a bunch of canvas from there and just do a bunch of random giveaway stuff. You gotta make some Tron Legacy Daft Punk inspired synth song with your Atari 2600 system. I'm definitely going to be playing some, maybe not so much Tron. I lean more towards, if I do this. Blade Runner. I couldn't think of it. It may lean more towards. So what I'm going to try to start recording, like I said, once I start getting the interface thing, which is only a couple $100. And I could get it through Zounds and pay like $25 a month for it. That's really where we're at right now, folks. I plan to do moody stuff. I want to do a copy of Welcome to the Machine. Oh, that's not good on this guitar at all. Let me get rid of some of the gain. It's out. All right, we'll go to another guitar for that one. But, stuff like that, but like real moody and real droning, I want it to be a lot more creepy inspired than anything, with a bluesy flavor. So it'll be interesting to see if and what I come up with. But that's my goal. Before the end of the summer, to have a couple of tracks recorded. And I really want to record something with one of the girls. I love her voice. I just love her voice. And I either want to do Wish You Were Here, or, what she would probably be really good at singing? And this is going to sound weird. How the Gods Kill by Danzig. But think Pink Floyd, Gone, Blade Runner, I guess. Some creepy stuff in the background. Blade Runner soundtrack on the Blade Runner 24 Sound Night Inspired Synth. Maybe more original Blade Runner. Yeah. Wow, it's funny. I like 2049 better, and I can't think of. I know it's a lot of. That was kind of the thing at the time. Sony just loves to fucking follow the trends, don't they? No, No, we'll just get to see. We're gonna have to see, Alan. I don't really have an answer for that specific question. My apologies, my friend. I guess the synth part is going to be literally. Let's do something fun. Let's do something fun. I'll be right back. This is only going to take a few seconds. All right, what we have here. Okay, I switched guitars again. That's not the fun thing, though. So I have the Atari synth card. Actually, I think it's behind me. And I want to make a bass for it. So, and have like proper keys. So I'm working on that. And that's going to be the main synth part of the music. But what I also have, which is a little less controllable. Is the battery any good? I should never have left the battery on in this thing. Where's the switch? Yep. Is this thing called the Minty Synth. It was a, actually, I put this together live on here. It's something that a buddy of mine, Arcade USA, oh, I hope this is charged too, came up with. Oh, it's sent to me, I should say. He didn't come up with it. And it's basically a synthesizer. So, let me press this one. And it's got these dials. It's got dials and buttons. And so you hit this one for whatever square wave, I guess. I don't know. And then you can move these and it speeds up and introduces sounds. And then hit the next button that introduces something else, like a synth. And then you move around the dials. And then we'll hit another one, see what that introduces. Ooh, a light just came on. It's flashing. Alright, that didn't work out too well. Everyone's like, what are you doing, bro? You know, we're here to talk to, right? Alright, seriously, let's get something in the background that we can play along with. Is that too loud? I can move the speaker. It's just a little $5 thing I got at Five Below. And it changes colors. It's like a fucking disco. It's awesome. Alright. Let's switch this over. So what I'm doing now is I'm holding down the first button and then playing around with the dials. Pretty fun, huh? Ooh! Alright, now I'm holding down the second one. This is fun. It's fun. I just like made everything go away. I don't know how I did that. Oh, you know what? These batteries are probably no good. I've had these batteries forever. Cheryl, pick up some AAAs on your way home. Hold on. I'm going to test these batteries out. I'm going to test the batteries out. But yeah, I mean, oh no, the batteries is just fine. This one anyway. I just suck. But this Minty synth is pretty fun. I mean, it's again, it's not a controllable thing, and unless you're really paying attention to what you're doing, you can't really replicate what you're. Oh no, this battery's junk. All right, yeah, I can't really demo it anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I was actually going to try to come up with some kind of a beat or whatever, and then play along with it. But we'll get this. We'll get this going. I'm actually thinking about doing Twitch streams. I got some time. But doing like a Monday through Friday Twitch thing, I got to figure out how to do that. Music related. So I got time, so I might as well try to, advance a few things here. I mean, I'm not trying to make a career of YouTube and all that, but que sera, sera. If I got the time, why not build it, right? Because if you build it, they will ejaculate. Isn't that how that saying goes? But no, I'll get some AAAs today, and we'll come up with something, and I'll record something and maybe put it up on the channel. And pray to God it's not somebody else's stuff. Alright, so now what I have is an extremely dusty Epiphone Les Paul SL. These were $99 when they were new. And I put in toaster-style mini humbuckers. It has the original tuners on it, and it's a nice guitar. Again, with the pedals we were talking earlier, the Chinese pedals, that it's a gamble if it's going to work or not. I guess that's how these guitars were. Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum, I watched his little, he had this saga with one, all the way from the NAMM show where it was introduced to, the last time he threw it off a bridge. And then he started turning it into a multiple pickup swapping guitar thing, but he didn't like it. He didn't have fun with it. He said it wasn't a good guitar, and I just fell in love with it anyway. And the price point helped, believe me. So I paid $50, and my lady paid because they were about $150 when I finally got mine. I paid $50, she paid $100. It was a Father's Day gift, but I refused to let her pay the whole thing. But as you can hear, or maybe not, it's a lot quieter. I have everything dimed out on the guitar. So these pickups, they don't quite make it to the strings very well. And the single coils that were in it didn't either. So I might actually put a riser on this by making literally just the plate that's around it, making another plate for underneath it. As a matter of fact, the P90 that I have in that Sparkle guitar is actually set up just like that. You can buy risers for P90s and stuff because it's not an adjustable pickup, So I'm gonna put a little bit of foam in here and then put a riser on it. This one's a little more vintage inspired, a little lower output, to the point. Let me get a little volume here. Put that back where that belongs. Also keep in mind that I don't play metal a lot anymore, even though that's where I started. Well, that's too loud. So my amp isn't really set up for that, so I had to change everything just to play the Jackson, or else it just sounded completely cucka. All right, Minty Synth, yep, Get to the Chopper laughs at me. That's right. You should get an Altoid Tin Box arcade. You can actually play. I don't like little game things, I've seen them, and they're pretty cool. You can get them, Tetris ones and everything, but unfortunately, it's not my jam, man. I dig it. I think they're cute and cool, but like the little mini arcades that you can get for keychains, and they actually work. What is it? Super Impulse or whatever the fuck they're called. Can't stand those things. They're great. They're great to put action figures with, but aside from that, it's like, I know a lot of people like them, but it's like, are you really gonna play it? I have that little Atari that looks like a little console with the TV and all that. I forget probably the same people, right? Tiny Arcade or whatever. Over with my ET display. And the only thing I truly like about that is the aesthetic and the fact that it has actual Atari 2600 Pac-Man on it. And at the time, I don't know if that has changed since, but it's the only thing, kind of third party, you could get that version of Pac-Man on. Because anytime they would have an Atari collection, it would end up being like usually the NES port or whatever, you know. Some non-Atari 2600 port, which most people would say was good, but meaning it was not in the collection. But it's not the Atari 2600, so don't tell me it's an Atari collection if you don't have the actual Atari port. So that's how I look at that. You should get that. Okay, let's see. Have you ever played a stylophone? I don't. I think I have, actually. Let me just double check and make sure it's the instrument I think it is. Stylophone. No. But there is a David Bowie one that's only like $35-40. It's a little white job. And there's one that's just about that has a few knobs I want to get. It's like $70 or $80. I have played them. I'm sorry. I just lied to you. Somebody had one. I was like, so I wouldn't call it playing. But I've had one in my hand and I've turned it on and had it make noise. But I've never seriously played one. But that is on the list. Man, I love that. John Carpenter is my musical spirit animal, okay? Think Halloween 3, the Season of the Witch soundtrack. With guitar. Heck yeah. Take Season of the Witch, okay? The soundtrack from that, and then mix it with the soundtrack from Vampires and or They Live. The real, I don't want to call it cowboy music, but the, stuff like that. Just whatever. Deserty type music. That's what I'd like to record. I don't know. I've got the Bowie model. Oh, right on, man. That's great. And they're so inexpensive. What's up, hon? I'm sorry?
Just wondering when you're gonna be done.
Whatever. The only thing you can't do really is play anything with licenses in the background. If you want to go watch TV, go ahead. Just do it quietly.
I just need to stretch.
Yeah, go stretch. It's summer vacation. The kids are home, so this is tough to do with them in the house. I don't want them to lock them down, but I also don't want them out here acting like jackasses either.
Get ice cream.
What, huh?
I'm gonna go get ice cream. I couldn't find my shoes.
Oh,
I forgot.
I know where my shoes are.
I know my shoes and then they're in the exact same spot.
Cool.
Brain.
Cool. Do me a favor, Stacy. If you have any recordings with your stylophone, and you're playing along with it or whatever with a guitar or something like that, send me a video of that or a sound thing on Facebook. I'd be interested to see how you incorporated the two, because I've never done it, so it'd be interesting. Let's see. I'd like to build an Altoid tin practice amp. Let's see. Nothing great, but dude, you know what? I have something here that's going to be for my other channel that I think I got for my last birthday. It's a little board that wasn't meant to be a fuzz drive pedal, but it's a really good fuzz drive pedal. And I got all the little things to put it together, and I'm going to come up with a series called Will It Fuzz. And I'm basically going to take that small... Have fun. Be careful, hon, okay?
I'm taking the other one with me.
Aww. Where are you going? To Shaw's?
No,
We're gonna go get ice cream.
Oh, actual ice cream.
Down at the burrito place.
Oh.
We'll probably see it.
Can I ask you for a favor?
Sure.
Can you stop and get me some munchos at Mobile?
Like
Yeah,
chips,
on our way
like those
back.
chip you always get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook it up. Hook a brother up.
Yeah, of course.
All right, enjoy your ice cream.
Love you, Dad.
Love you too, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Now get the fuck out. Yeah, please do. All right, someone remind me what I was just talking about before the girls started talking. They look like they can do retro video games. Cheap run for around $27. Yeah, yeah. It's basically that's all it is. It's like a chip tune, MIDI or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the terminology is. All right, there you go. There's my strike for the afternoon. Since we're talking about Bowie, I never really got into David Bowie. You know when I got into David Bowie was when I first heard Stevie Ray Vaughan. A lot of people, I guess most people should know this, but Stevie Ray Vaughan's big breakthrough was through David Bowie on the Let's Dance album. I think it was called Let's Dance, but it had that Let's Dance. If you listen, you can definitely tell that's Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's when I found out about him, as most did. And so I had that album because I liked Stevie Ray Vaughan's playing. So, mind you, after the fact, after he went solo, he might have actually been dead by then too. By the time I started really getting into him, I just never really got into playing like him. He's just so brilliantly sloppy, you know. I'm just sloppy. I'm just sloppy. Let's go into. Oh, I am in the neck position. I'm like, let's go to the neck position. Oh, will it fuzz? Yes, where I take a random object and I try to make it into a fuzz pedal. Just a random themed object, and I sell it on my Etsy shop. That's it. The first one is going to be Luke's speeder, land speeder. I have some really cool ideas for that. It's a motivation thing. And the great thing about it is you don't really have to solder anything. It's all just connect, you know? But I will end up just soldering it all together. I'll just solder it all together because I don't want it to fall apart or anything like that. It's going to be crude as it is because it's literally they're going to be one-offs. So I really only have the plans to do the one. But, you know, I mean, maybe I'll build the circuit into a guitar at some point and then put a big button right here so you can go. It's not a pretty fuzz, and it's not very adjustable. There is a trim pot on it. And I forget what value potentiometer you would have to get for it. I want to say it was a 1K. I can't remember. But long story short, you can remove that trim pot and then, you know, so I may just do like a one knob deal. I don't know, we'll see. Or just make it on and off. On and off, balls to the wall. If you can't handle it, get the fuck out of the kitchen, you know? I had to make a note that was just as fucked up as the way I said that expression. Hope you guys know I understand these expressions. I used to like to act like Biff a lot. Make like a tree and get out of here. I say it all the time. All the time. I went to E instead of A, but so what's going on out there? I've been chatting here. I've been yapping a storm. This is for you guys. This is your time. How long have I been streaming for? Over an hour. Oh, exactly an hour and 1 minute. I need to eat. I don't. Oh, I'm all out of burgers. I had burger patties. I've been making these really yummy eggy burgers. But I'm out of patties. In fact, I think we need to go shopping again. But I love this guitar. I love this guitar. This guitar is great. I love how it feels. You definitely feel its... How do I word this better? Not its cheapness, but you can definitely feel that it's not an expensive guitar. You know? Simon, the Magpie YouTube channel, turned a Billy bass into a guitar. Right on. I want to turn one of my basses into a bass 6. Kind of like that in between. You know, it's still a 6-string bass guitar, but short scale and thinner strings. But the Fender Bass 6 is a great, is a fun instrument. It was made for getting guitarists to play more bass lines, mainly a studio thing, you know, so that it would be comfortable. And it was just tuned a step down, I believe, down to C. I don't know. I hate this landline. Cheryl, if you're still on here, let's get rid of this stupid thing. Who? Call from who? Your mom? I would gig with this thing. I'd gig with it. In fact, I have plans to alter one of them pretty well. They call them something else now. Let me put this on modular, the delay.
Hello, this is the Massachusetts Health Connector calling. If you need health insurance, including if your Mass Health covers, now is the time to shop and compare options. To find help with
Mass Health Connector?
healthconnector.org/health.
There we go. We got a little bit of...
Center for Health Connector customers.
So I hope you can hear that. Well, when this chick shuts the fuck up.
This is the Massachusetts Health Connector calling.
Oh my God! Go away. Okay, not a bass guitar. A Billy Bass singing fish. Oh! I had no idea what you were talking about. I just kind of went with it. So, with the delay, I put it on the modular setting. I don't know if you can hear that kind of modulated repeat. It almost feels like the idea of a flanger without it flanging. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but... Okay, I got you, man. I got what you're saying now. Oh, YouTube channel turned Billy Bass into a guitar. I gotta check that out. I didn't know what a Billy Bass was. Sorry. Yeah, I'm running out of steam here, guys. I guess an hour is usually my limit. I wanted to stay on for a little bit longer, but I guess that's not in the friggin' cards. So if no one else has anything they want to chat about... Oh, you want me to just ignore the cameras on and just stop playing? Turn the volume down a little bit. There's no shredding on this guitar, Stacy. I'm sorry. The pickups are very microphonic and very, for lead playing, very scratchy, very, very brittle. Maybe not so much the neck. Okay, yeah, no neck. We put the tone down just a little bit. Alright, delay may be a little extreme for this one, but... Oh, I almost screwed the pooch on that one. But, let me put it down to regular then. pretty cool pedal. I'll keep it on the flanged. But, yeah, I guess that's that. We are going to build the Atari 2600 Lego here. I was actually starting to set up for that, to be honest with you, but again, I wasn't feeling it. We might do it here in a little bit, though. Like around supper time. Maybe just after supper time. If any of you folks have never visited my Etsy shop, it's down below. I just removed a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to re-add a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to do it like mostly like figures and stuff, like as a stuff. It was like a package thing, you know, for 4 or 5 figures in one box kind of deal, with a free gift and everything. I have all these things around. I need to get them out of here. Ooh, that sounds nice. But yeah, it's definitely not a shredder's guitar. Not a shredder's guitar. I have fun with it, though. I have fun with it. Jaguar. We'll be playing some more Jaguar here pretty soon. Once I figured out, don't play that fighting game like you're playing Mortal Kombat, the game went a little bit better. It actually plays a little more like Virtua Fighter. In my opinion, anyway. We'll play it again. We gotta play Doom. Oh, I don't know how to play that. Like, literally on the guitar. I don't know. I want to live stream that one, but I want to be able to hook it up to something, so I might have to wait till I have the interface. So my external webcam is you guys know, it's not the greatest. So for gameplay and stuff, it's not. The other day when I live streamed, I used my phone, and even that was a little laggy, you know? I used my phone. But yeah, coffee seems to be running out. You guys seem to be running out. So maybe I'll end the stream and figure out something for lunch here. That's kind of like a warm-up riff I play here. I never got into Metal Church, but I do like that song, like, a lot. And they have this song called The Ballad. Ballad for the Estranged? I don't know, I can't remember how to play it, but... yeah. That's that. Was that Killer of Giants a few minutes ago? No. I don't know what Killer of Giants is. Which? That? Is that what you're talking about, Stacy, right there? So I'll leave it at that and just tell me if that's what you're talking about. And if it is, no, it's oh, no! I know what you're talking about. No, that was kind of like a generic 80s ballady thing. I know exactly what you're talking about now. No, that was just a generic, I should have known that one, but no, it was just like a generic ballady thing. It very well could have been inspired by it. I don't know. But no, I was just playing. In fact, I don't remember what it was I was playing, like physically, so was so close to Killer. Right on, man. Right on. Appreciate that. I wonder if the landlord's kind of upset that I'm playing the guitar. He's playing his stereo now. I should turn this up. Put it on the floor facing downward. Get the Jackson back out and just start thrashing. Play some You know what? Yeah, let me get the Jackson back. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle mood. Now I'm going to have to readjust everything on the amp, but whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? We'll go back to the Crackle-lacka. Crackle-lacka, Jackson. My Jackson likes to crack. What the hell? It's a brand new guitar. A 5-way switch is not doing, or 3-way is not doing very well at all. Oh, that's way too much delay though. Let's put that in regular. Go! Do you like Clapton soundtrack alien abduction movie called The Continuum? I know the soundtrack. I don't think I've seen the movie. Yeah, no, Clapton stuff's great. I was glad to see that he's touring again. Because I remember reading somewhere that it hurt for him to play, and that was sad to hear. That was sad to hear. Because obviously it was a legit gift that was given to him, and that's what he did, you know. And maybe his time's come and gone, but it was still sad to hear that. So I think he's touring this summer. So live, sorry for the 40 minutes. The Beat Saber, my connection is bad. Oh, okay. No problem. Maybe I should put this on so I can see. I wanted to bang my head, but I can't do that with glasses on. While you're still alive. Yeah, I am still alive. I've gone through a couple of different guitars and, you know. Yeah, that 3-way switch was acting funny. Of course, now it's not going to do it. Which is good, because I'm going to put a 5-way switch in this once I replace the humbuckers. If I don't go active. I'm going to go bridge, outer coils, 2 full humbuckers, inner coils, and then neck. For anyone who knows what all that means. If you don't, oh well. Oh man, that sounds great. I'm not adjusting shit. Ooh, my wrist just fucking locked up on me. So much for galloping, but... I'm not a Floyd guy, I'm sorry. Let's see. Billy Big Mouth Bass. Bass guitar made by Simon. Yeah. I will say anything about the, the one thing about this, Duncan Design pickup is it's clear. I got a lot of gain on this thing. These tubes are probably screaming. They're probably begging for a fucking mercy. That's what they're doing. Oh, see, right now is one of those moments where I wish I was recording. That is a fucking fantastic tone. Makes me want a freaky deaky. But yeah. Sorry, I'm playing with He-Man's head here. I got He-Man's head. I'm putting it on the haunted house pedal. They're staring at me. Oh, I wish I knew how to play Heads on the Wall by King Diamond. Heads on the Wall. Oh, man, come on. Everyone knows how to play that. Something like that. Deke the Free Creep. Listen to Power Glove Power Metal Band. Oh, I think you mentioned it last time. I forgot to write it down. Power Glove Power Metal Band. Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, all the electronics in this is loose and goofy now. I have to say, if you guys are Jackson fans, man, I think they are. I think they are from Boston, actually. Or unless you're talking about the Power Glove guy. Never mind. My mind went somewhere else there for a second. Sorry. Man, I got like 3 thoughts going through my head at the same time. No, but if you guys are fans of Jackson, see, I was. I wanted my dream at the time when I was a metal guy. I wanted a Jackson soloist, neck through, the original Jackson active humbuckers, those oversized fuckers that just look sexy. A Kaler, ebony fretboard with the shark tooth fins, the binding and all that, and a reverse headstock. That was it. That was the guitar. Kirk Hammett came awful close when he started working with ESP. Came awful close. In fact, I remember seeing in the live shit binge and purge box set when I got it for Christmas for my folks, when it came out, it was on the VHS copies and the 2 DVD disc, or the CDs rather instead of cassettes. It had a book in it. It showed a build document, what you would call it, of Kirk's guitar, and it originally had a Kaler on it. I wish I could remember where that went. I'd pull it out and try to verify that. But if any of you guys get the Binge and Purge box set handy, look through that thing. I think there was a build-up. Maybe I saw it in there, maybe I saw it on an ad. And I'm confusing a couple of things. But I remember originally had a Kaler. I'm like, yes, Kirk Hammett's making the guitar I've always wanted. But his ended up with the EMGs, of course, the 81. And what did he use 85s in the neck or just 81s across the board? I don't know. What are the bone breakers? I know James Hetfield uses the 8150s or 60s, whatever it's called. Yeah, I was just like, that was my guitar, and it never came out that way, so. I would totally custom order a Jackson guitar today if they still made those active pickups. I don't know what it is about them. It's not even so much the tones. I mean, it sounds great, but there's just a look to them. There's a vibe to them that I absolutely would like to have in my possession. But if you're a Jackson fan, I was, you're going to be very disappointed. Be very disappointed with these. I mean, it plays fine, I guess. It's very blah. It's not an inspiring guitar. The pickups are kind of caca. The build quality, you could definitely tell. When you pick it up, at first you're like, yeah, it's a neck-through metal machine. But then after a few minutes, you're just like spending time with it. I think they sell these things for about $300 or $400 more than they probably should. I think they sell these between $600 and $800. I can't remember. They should be a $400 guitar. Neck through does not mean more labor. Costs. Let me back that up. It's not as significant as you would think it is. As a matter of fact, there was a guy who used to make bolt-on and set necks for the same price because they were not much different either. Yeah, there's a little more material that goes into it or whatever, but okay, yeah, I'm going to take that back completely. There's a lot more labor as far as the finishing process for the wood before you actually put on a paint finish, but it's not as expensive to make a neck through guitar as people were led to believe in the 80s and into now, you know. It does cost a little bit more because the neck blank has to be, but it's not hard to get a piece of maple that's over 3 feet long to cut a neck out of, you know. And you just need 2 blocks to glue to the side to make the cut out the body. And the only downside to that is if something goes wrong, then you're fucked, you know. It's all one piece. So, whereas with bolt-on, I mean, let's say the neck gets twisted and it's just beyond repair. You can pull the neck off and get another one. But then again, the neck is where it's at, so why would you do that? Maybe just for the tones. I don't know. But if you like Jackson guitars, don't get one of these unless you can get it for a smoking deal. $400 is the most I would pay for this brand new. Luckily, I did a trade for it. That was something I wrote years ago, actually. Maybe I should revive that riff. That was when I was in a band called Population Death Rate. I was in high school. And it wasn't really a band. It was me and this kid named Oleg. He's dead now. Taking everyone out, man. Not even once. Just say no, please. For the love of God, didn't Nancy teach us anything? Didn't Nancy teach us anything? Just say fucking no, guys. My favorite Power Glove album is Sunday Morning Apocalypse. Like, all right, so it's an actual band. They're not like a goof band that came out with a couple of tracks or anything. Like, it's a legit thing. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to have to check them out. I got it written down right here, so. But yeah, I don't know. I'm grateful to have the guitar because it does play well. And, you know, it's a nice guitar overall. I just think it's hitting a little higher than it really needs to be, price-wise. And the guitar I traded for I wasn't feeling anyway, and I only spent, I think, $500 on it because it was a scratch dent with no scratch or dents. But it was brand new. But, yeah. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Unless you come across it at a yard sale or at a garbage can or at the pawn shop real cheap. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that a lot of these companies went the way they did. You know, I mean, Fender owns Jackson Chevelle now, which makes sense. I screwed that all up, didn't I? I just like adding that note. So we don't get the old copyright. ZZ Top double black Western version. With a giant question mark. Sure. Sure. Oh, I gotta put you guys on hold. I'll be right back. My colonoscopy's calling. Sorry about that, guys. That was important. That was important. They want to look into my bum bum. So, they want to look into my bum bum. So, 6 people are still here. I appreciate you hanging out and being patient with that. I know how frustrating that can be. Let me plug my guitar back in because I had to go to the wallet and get the information, because before they asked me any real questions, they wanted to get the money out of the way. Because the healthcare systems care about how healthy you are after they get paid. So, it is what it is, I suppose. I'm not into universal healthcare or anything like that, because typically those programs don't seem to work very well. But oh man, I just you know what? I don't want to get political, and this is all I'm going to talk about when it comes to this, but if I had the ability to do anything with the healthcare system, I would just regulate the insurance companies, saying you can't tell people no. You fucking can't tell people no. If the doctor says he's going to take this thing, you're going to pay for it. It's that simple. Just set a reasonable copay. Because that's really, I mean, aside from the cost of it all, it's really the only problem I have with healthcare. Is I remember one time I was in screaming pain and I had an infection in my tooth. Go figure, right? And there was an antibiotic that the doctor wanted me to take, and my insurance company was like, no, we're not going to let you have that. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Where the fuck are you? You barely have anything over a high school degree, I bet. And you're going to tell me a doctor's word is no good? Pay you every month. Fuck you. I got the medicine anyway. Because I won't play around with that shit. I'll fucking lose my mind. Pretty cool stuff. But let's see. What else is going on today? Today's Friday, huh? So if you're celebrating your weekend, happy weekend. If not, well, yeah. We came for the chat. We stayed for the bum talk. I literally wrote that down. October 2nd. Bum doctor. I have it on the calendar too. But I guess in October I'm getting the old Probel. The old Probolus Assus Vevictus Humungus. Vevictus! Great game. Oh, I think I played that the other day, too. But yeah, no, going back to the Jackson chat, I don't know. I wouldn't pay more than $400 for any of this crap. It's pretty sad how guitars are. I mean, we're in this golden age of cheap guitars that aren't as cheap as they used to be. They're functional once you start tinkering with them, but it's like, at what cost, you know? I mean, I got a couple Glaries and I enjoy them. The Epiphone we were playing a few minutes ago, and of course this is an import. This is made in China. But people are... Well, I mean, I suppose the correct market is gravitating towards it, so I really can't say too much, but we are in kind of a golden age of cheap guitars, but it's like, they're cheap guitars. They do play well, and they sound great, and they're fun to play, but I don't know. I just can't take it seriously. The 335 copy I have, which is awesome. I finally dialed in that setup, and it's really cool. I dig it. But I mean, overall, it was definitely an under $200 guitar, you know? You got all these channels that are like, dude, this thing's a Fender killer. This thing's a Jackson killer. This is a Telecaster killer. Get the fuck out of here with that. No, it's not. Poop shoot scoping, yep. So Atari and Poly Mega. I might as well talk about something that's game related, right? Poly and Atari. The Polytari 75,000. That's what we're going to call it. The Polytari. or the Atari Mega, Paula Mega. I don't know. But they're merging to do some stuff together. That's pretty cool. You don't really hear too many people complaining about the Poly Mega thing as much as they do about other things. Interesting. I hardly even think about it. Until one of my buddies. Mentioned it, you know. My buddy Canadian Jan Geef was really all about it before he decided to pause on YouTube and the social medias. In fact, I hope he's doing well. I haven't really seen or heard from him in a while that I can remember. I hope he's doing well. He's a really good dude. But he was really hot on that. And I know Rich Haywood, Bacon Ice Cream Productions, he's really in it. I prefer inexpensive guitars over cheap guitars. Yeah, I don't mind inexpensive. I don't mind cheap guitars. I really don't. They're good for what they are, you know? Like all I really had was that SL for a little while, you know, and a bunch of projects. And it did what it had to do. It kept me inspired. It kept me playing. But at the end of the day, I mean, I know I just said I would record and gig with it too, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say they're crap and don't do it. I think they all have a place, but I think what it's doing is it's giving other companies kind of the okay to be a little cheaper with their stuff too, because people are accepting of the other ones. And I might be like going on a fucking thing in left field here from another planet, but it's almost like the companies like this are taking suit and they're like, oh, so that's the new thing. Affordable but decent bones. And I think that's what the biggest problem with this guitar is, you know? I mean, even the import stuff from Jackson in the 90s, a lot of it was from Japan. And it still wasn't inexpensive, but it was a lot less expensive than the USA Jackson, I can tell you that. And they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal. Cat Scratch Fever poop song. I got a poop shoot scope in. Oh, I can't play that one either. I don't remember the. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. People don't like him now anyway. People think he's a big meanie. It is what it is. He likes what he likes, and whatever. Let that live. I like inexpensive guitars too, but it all comes down to this right here. I remember Samick used to make a lot of Jackson in Ibanez copies. They were made in the Ibanez factory. Or, I should say, Ibanez was made in their factory. And their necks just had a different feel to them, you know? They were good guitars, but they seemed a little bulkier than they needed to be. Great instruments. DJ C, what's going on, my man? You caught a live one. Yeah, dude, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. You missed a lot. Let me catch you up. I've been playing guitar. And I made an appointment for my colonoscopy. Unfortunately, I didn't do that live. I put you on standby for that. And that's pretty much all we've done, so you're right on time, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I don't know. Jackson just isn't what it used to be, and I think it's because they were just bought out by a big corporation. Fender makes really great stuff, but at the end of the day, they're a big corporation, whereas Jackson was literally a bunch of dudes in a shed fucking building guitars, you know? The love isn't there as much. I think that's what it is. I think the love isn't there as much. Because even with their old import stuff, there was a lot of love involved, you know. Those 90s import Jacksons, the professional series, I think that's what it said. It either said professional or performer. I think it said performer on here. Those are great. Those are great guitars. There was one dinky that I really wanted. It was in that line. It had a stone finish, 2 humbuckers, and a reverse headstock. It was one of the dinky reverses. But it had a maple fretboard. No shock tooth or anything like that. And it had rail pickups, Jackson built rail pickups in the bridge, and a Jackson neck pickup. And it was an import, but it sounded and played amazing. And I wish I had bought it. I find them all the time with rosewood fingerboards, but I just really like the maple fingerboard on that particular look. And I don't remember the body feeling because that stone finish was 3-dimensional. They literally just used like a stone, it spits out fucking random crap in different colors so it looks like a stone. But those are great. Those are fantastic. These are just caca. I'm having fun with it and I enjoy it, but I would not recommend it. I can't say that enough. Unless you really want to put some time and money into it. Not for the price that they want them for, anyway. At that price, it should be ready to go. At that price, at almost $1,000, this should be fairly ready to go. And maybe there is somebody out there that enjoys these pickups, but it's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me at all. Let's see. All I could afford was the parts pile first act that I have. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I got a couple first acts that I absolutely love. I love my telecopy. Is it a Telecaster killer? No. Stop. But I'm not going to spend a fortune. I want to make a video about that on my other channel. But is it worth it to do that? And I'm just going to give you a quick yes. People sit there and be like, why would you put all that money into the guitar when you could just spend that money on a guitar that's ready to go, that you're probably still going to upgrade? And my general thought on that is, as long as the bones are good. And now, if you buy a cheap guitar that's just a shit guitar and you start putting money into it, then fuck you. You're wasting your money. But if you get a guitar that has good bones, really good bones, and when I say that, I don't mean glary. People will sit there and tell you all day long glary has good bones. Glary does not have good bones. The neck on my Strat is great. The rest of the guitar, it's I'm grateful to have it, believe me. And it's a fun guitar to play, to beat on, But it's not good bones at all. I don't think they have good bones. But you buy a guitar for $200, okay? And it's pretty much physically what you want. You've played it. You think it plays well. Now you take a few bucks and you put some money into it. Now it's exactly what you want, and you're at that price point again. So as long as the bones of the guitar are equal to what that higher price point guitar is with better, you're putting your own shit into it. And since you're doing it yourself or having a tech do it, it's got your flavor, your vibe, your mojo. It's your guitar. So as long as you're not spending like $400 on each pickup and putting crazy stuff into it. Spending a couple $100 on pickups, upgrading the bridge and the tuners. So you take a $200 guitar, you put $200-$300 into it, and you get to about that $400 or $500 price point, where most guitars start getting really good. Not this one. This one's $800, $600, $400 at best. There are Epiphones for less money that are better than this guitar. Squires are better than this guitar. But like a Squire and an Epiphone, great bones. Just, the stuff that goes in them isn't all that great. So, I think as long as you're not putting like thousands into a $200 guitar, make the thing equal 500 or under. As long as the bones are good, the body and the neck, everything else is just gravy, baby. And there's enough inexpensive parts that are good out there. So I think it's well worth it as long as you're doing it smart. So there you go. If you're a subscriber to my vlog channel, The Creepy Crawl, you just literally got a whole video that I'm going to be making, and a little snippet here. Maybe I'll just cut it out of this and put it over there. Oh man. So okay, let me catch up on the chat. A friend of mine made a sweet Crackle looking finish on his bass. Bake oven. What? After stripping it down. That's right on, man. There's a guy, Guitar Guts. It's a great channel, but he's just not, he just doesn't have it, you know what I mean? Very talented individual. But he does a lot of crackle. A lot of crackle and splatter. I wish he would change it up a little bit, but it is what it is. But crackles are fun. I want to do this thing called Halloween burst with crackle. I want to do like a bright Halloween orange. Actually, there is a Montana gold. I think it's either gold or black. That's called Halloween. It's orange, and I had that color, but my can fucking stopped dispelling. And then do like a purple pearl border, and then do a black crackle over that. That'd be sick. Halloween burst, crackle. That would look awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that to the V. I want to keep the V white, but all right. Back to this. Let's see. I saw a guitar at Five Below for $29. Are those good guitars? I kid. Oh, I know you kid. I actually thought about buying one of those last week or the week before to see if I can make it play. It's plastic, dude, and the strings are like this high off the fretboard. The problem is okay, so little guitar anatomy for you folks who are not familiar. If you notice here, there's like a plastic cover, and there's like a little adjustment here. I'm not going to say what kind it is because different guitars have different styles. But there's an adjustment nut of some sort here. And inside the guitar neck is a rod called the truss rod. Sometimes you have reinforced rods on either side that you can't adjust. But the idea is to keep the neck as straight as you can with a slight bit of back. I like a slight bit of back bow. But in order to do like fretwork and everything, the neck has to be perfectly straight. So you have that for setup, and you have that for humidity changes and stuff like that. If you're traveling, your neck is going through hell. It's wood, bro. So it's going to want to move around regardless of how much this plastic poly finish is on it. So you can adjust the neck either here or here. Some, like with Fenders, you have to pull the neck off, and the adjustment's in the heel. The problem with guitars like that is they don't have one of those. So the string tension is taking the neck and pulling it forward towards you, you know? And there's no way to fix that without inserting something into the neck to compensate for the neck, the pressure of the strings, rather, excuse me. And that's where those guitars fail, and they're only $30. You know, you give those to a kid who's just going to bash on it, you know, put a few stickers on it, maybe do air guitar. Or fools like me who will buy it to try to get it to play right. But the nut itself, which is where the strings ride up here, which is a very important, crucial touch point, is made into the neck. It's like part of the mold. And it's just these big, it's garbage, but I want to try to do that. I really do. Purple's your favorite color, Chick? Right on, man. Chuck. I called you Chick. What's up, baby girl? Let's see, Jerome. Jerome, what's up, buddy? Hey, Creep in chat. Don't know anything about what you've been having. So many technical difficulties anyway. Hooray, it's Friday. Yay! I always have technical difficulties. What are you, kidding? Yeah, no, purple. I like purple. I felt so awful. I repainted an Atari VCS, like the newer one, for Richard Haywood. For last year's walk to end alzheimers, and I got this really nice deep pearl purple, like hot rod, old school, from Daddy Roth. Actually, it was this kid. Selling Little Daddy Roth, not Big Daddy Roth. Rattle Bomb can sets, and I've used it on guitars, and they look great. But I didn't smooth the finish on the stupid console, so it's purple, but it doesn't really glisten and glimmer like it should. I felt awful, but the time, I couldn't fix it. I didn't have enough time to fix it, and somebody won it, and they said they enjoy it, but I feel awful. But it was a great color. Would have been a great color for, other consoles. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get that kit again. And maybe I'll do like an NES and auction that off for Alzheimer's. Yeah, man. Do you play anything, Chuck? Do you have any guitars interest? I mean, I know you rap and all that, and you do record. But do you play around with instruments? We were playing around with a synth earlier today, a minty synth. I just don't have the batteries. Battery died on it, so I'm gonna have to go down and get a couple AAA's. Or steal from my lady's vibrator drawer. Oh man, I used to make that joke all the time. I remember once I was doing a demo on a game, and I'm like, yeah, I stole the battery from the smoke detector in the kid's room, the 9-volt for it. I didn't really fucking do that, but I got a lot of crap for it. You don't care about your kid's safety? Everyone's so quick to comment and criticize. Critical thinking has gone out the window. Critical thinking has gone out the window. People don't understand context. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what? You know what? Let's talk about this. I shared a video with a bunch of friends yesterday. I'm not going to bring up anything. You can look for it. It was a suggestion that came on my channel, and I'm not going to lie. Listening to these two people talk was not my bag. In fact, it was for me. It was grueling to get through it. It was the information that was more important, though, and to not try to sound insensitive about how I just said that. It's a podcast that discusses issues with autism. Whether it be the rights of individuals or the misconception of the context in which people are speaking, and bullying and stuff like that, and how dickheads on the internet don't really take into account external factors when people are communicating back and forth, and how some of these individuals will go out of their way to make sure I'm autistic, or I have this, or I have that, And unfortunately, in this case, it was related to the Amico. Now, I don't know any of the two individuals. I don't know the individual who was the commenter they were talking to that was being bullied online about his viewpoints. I'm not going to say whether he was for or against the Amico. But his opinions got thrashed on, and because of his condition, he was a little, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, one, because it was a good listen. It was tough to listen to, because you got to think it was two individuals with challenges trying to communicate, and part of that illness is a communication thing. So it was interesting listening to it from that point of view. And of course, I admit it, I rolled my eyes a few times. I did. I rolled my eyes a few times at the extreme of how he was feeling it. But then I had to take a step back and be like, Chris, when your depression kicks in, man, your shit's pretty extreme too. And if you were to watch yourself from the outside, you'd fucking roll your eyes too. So I had to put myself in check a few times while watching it. But then I thought about some of the people that they were talking about. And I don't know if you're in here, Sweet and Tender, but you were mentioned, I think, in that. I think you were mentioned in that, but mostly just one other dude who I've never had a dealing with, but his channel begins with the letter S. I've only seen one or two of their videos, and they're pretty aggressive on attacking people. They are pretty aggressive on the whole, whatever. But it was an interesting read. Every now and again, you'll see the memes. Great, you did watch DJC. Great, I'm glad you did. I hope you took away from it what I took away from it anyway. Yeah, you have a wonderful weekend too, Jet. I really appreciate that. DJC says, vocals only. I've always wanted to learn to play, but may be too late now. And it's never too late, bro. It's never too late. Every bird has a song, man. You figure out how you need to get that song out there. And if your vocals are all that's there, fine. But it's never too late. It's never too late to get into art. It's never too late. You may not have the ability, but It's never too late. You can still squeak something out, you know. I mean, you do a lot of rap, so it's a lot of repetition, you know. Oh, I'm not even on. There you go. You got a little thing to rap over, you know. Repeat it. Add one of those once in a while. There was a guy. I used to string a guitar for once a month. It was a buddy of mine owned a shop, and every now and again I would come in and help him out. And it was this little cheap acoustic guitar from way back when, and it legitimately had like a picture of like a cowboy on it and stuff. Definitely from the '60s, something that you would have given to a child, but it was still made of wood, and it still played. Sounded okay. But every month he would come in and pay $35-40 to have it restrung and tuned, cleaned up and all that stuff. And I asked my buddy, I'm like, why don't we just teach him how to do this? Because honestly, changing strings and tuning a guitar is no different than gassing up your car. It's one of those regular things that you do. You know, it's nothing, because I can't stand it when I see an ad. One string is broken, so I'm going to knock this thing down $50. A broken string is not a big deal. It really is not a big deal to you non-guitar guys. A guitarist will look at it and go, so? I was going to change the strings as soon as I got it home anyway. Most people take the strings off, clean it up, and then they set it up the way they like to play. The position of everything, you know? And apparently he didn't know how to play a fucking note. Not a single note. What he would do is he'd sit on his porch with his lemonade or his beer or whatever, and he'd listen to the country music station, and he would literally just strum along to it. And dude, that cat probably got more enjoyment out of it than half the people I know that can, you know? Beautiful. I think that the gentleman's passed on by now because he was an elderly gentleman back then. So, it's never too late, man. It's never too late. Let's see. So it's funny because Eric, the guy, the other half of the band, all the guitar and bass and drums for me. Okay, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's like a one-man band. I'm actually doing a bass for a buddy of mine, refinishing it. He's in recovery. And he wants this heirloom bass that he's had for a long time to not resemble basically his down days, you know, when he was drugging it and running it, you know. And he's that guy. I don't say savant too often. I don't say prodigy too often. But he's one of those guys. I mean, he's a bass player, but you put my guitar in his hand and he blows me away. And he's got a keyboard, he's got the drums, he's got the whole thing. And he can literally be a one-man band. He's Dave Grohl. And I just never... blows my mind. It blows my mind that this guy could just pick up anything and just all of a sudden, once he figures out a few things, he's like, okay, there's the notes. And then he's writing masterpieces with it. Good stuff. I wish I had that. So what you guys see me do on these streams with the guitar, that's what I do with guitar. I literally just noodle all day long. Once in a while, like the past couple days I've been writing, I got 2 solid things that I've been writing that's new, and one song that I wrote a long time ago that I'm trying to tweak a little bit for recording. And once in a while I'll go into that, but most of the time I'm just literally noodling. A couple of little quick things here and there, and then I'll pause and watch a video or something, or, you know. It's a bad habit to get into, but that's what I do. I'm not out there playing. Although, you know, I wouldn't mind a Jackson setup like this with 3 single coils on it. Fast playing guitar. Playing the blues on it. He's like a one-man band. Okay, all I do is yell silly things into the mic. Dude, that's so fun. What are you talking about? That's all you do. That's awesome. Do you know there is a new genre of music called hiccup, a.k.a. country rap? Hiccup. Oh my god! You know what? We knew it was coming. There's metal rap out there. There's evil rap. There's regular rap. I was listening to Run DMC the other day, Raising Hell, while doing dishes. I remember I had my dad's little boombox. I thought I was the baddest little dude, man. I had it all about my thing. Tricky. Man, no, I did not know that it existed, and now I feel like I'm stupider for knowing it now. Thanks, Alan. Jesus. There are just some things you don't talk about. I'm just fucking with you. Let's go into the neck position. The neck pickup is just so farty. Let me lower it a little bit here. You know, I'm gonna leave the treble side where it's at. A neck pickup should be creamy and beautiful. It should be, yeah, I don't know. This is farty. And maybe I'm just not expecting the right thing from it because it is a modern guitar. Maybe it's not what they used to be. Let's see. DJC says, I'm more like metal rap, but to be honest, rap is a form of rock and roll. You know what? It's all rhythm and blues one way or the other, bro. And like you said, Run DMC and the Beastie Boys using guitars. And yeah, for real. The punk influence, yep. I mean, Kerry King from Slayer played guitar on one of Beastie Boys' most famous songs. And it's because they were both working with Rick Rubin at the time. On Deaf America Records. Back before they were changed. Their name, anyway. No Sleep Till Brooklyn? No. Oh, he might have done it for that. I don't know. Fight for Your Right to Party. As a matter of fact, in the music video, someone's wearing a Slayer t-shirt. And I think Kerry King actually jumps through the wall to play the Kerry King style solo. He did both. Okay. Cool. But yeah. I auditioned for this rap group, and we just didn't seem to jive. Not like musically, of course. I just could not get into the rhythms that they were playing, and we had a good time jamming. But it was through a friend, and I lent them a CD that they wanted to sample something from. I think it was Demon Sweat Live or something like that. No. Danzig fans. God, Danzig put out this album somewhere between Danzig 2 and 3. And it was like just synth music. What was that called? Either way, he borrowed that from me to take a couple of, whatever. And, I never got it back. Sorry, I got a text from the girl saying that there's no Munchos. That's fine. I asked them to pick me up some Munchos. I'll pick up some chips or something later on, bud. So farty. It should be sweet. That's not useful at all. I wonder if it sounds good clean. Guess what? We're not going to find out. Because clean guitar is not what I'm in the mood for right now. Chuck, you and I should record something sometime. I don't know how I would get the file down to you, but Maybe once I do get like a little interface or whatever, one of those, the little red box that comes with the speaker and the software or whatever. My buddy keeps telling me to grab one of those. It's real simple to. Oh, it's a 2-input job. And just start recording. Yeah, send the file down to you to mix into your thing, or vice versa, or something like that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Maybe we could do a Miko's Testers soundtrack. You know, anyone who's, you know, like you and I, who are musicians. I don't know if any of the other testers have musical ability. I don't even know how many people have one, but we should get together and make like a super group, the Amico super group. Dude, that would be cool. Do you have, I don't know what that is, no. That's what we use to record. I don't have anything. Pro Tools, nothing. I have nothing. I have my laptop. I got a phone. It picks up sound sometimes. I have nothing, dude. Nothing. So I have to start getting some of the equipment. Right now I'm in the writing phases. I'm fixing a lot of things in my world right now. It's kind of a dark period for me. I'm going to be out of work for a little bit. My job is held for me, but I got some time. That's why we've been streaming and shit. Again, a lot more. But not to get too personal, but I'm going to be going through a lot of like that purge I've been wanting to do for a long time. I keep talking about. I got to do that, man, for my mental health, if anything. And it's all sitting right there. It's all sitting right there. I just got to take pictures and get them uploaded. Motivation, man. Motivation. But that part of in the cards of what I want to get going here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything more to say other than that. I just don't really have any of the stuff yet. And the reason my friend mentioned that one specific, let me pull it up here, is because he says they're plentiful, they're available everywhere. I'm just going to buy one brand new. It comes with the software, like a simple recording software, and all right, let me go to my account here because I did save it on my wish list, I believe. It's called the Foscrite. Let's do this. Let me go into here, window capture. All right, there we go. This thing. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but my buddy says to grab this thing. It comes with a decent condenser mic and, you know, some software. What else is in here? Ah, there we go, Bass 6. Rat pedal. I almost bought this. I'm not going to spend $1,000 on that. It's not worth it. If they put USA pickups in it, I would have. This is a pretty crazy pedal. I like it a lot. Notice I don't have a lot of things on my wish list. Because I can't afford shit. But yeah, I'm thinking about grabbing one of these Bad Larrys here. Just to get started. And then finding some software to play around with. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, you guys can see that. I switched the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. Now let me get back into the stream so I can see if anyone's commenting here. Man, I hate messing around with this because I always lose my place. Funny because Tommy's friends create the program. Oh, no kidding? That's funny. I want to jam with Tommy. I'm going to leave it at that. Tommy, if you're watching, buddy. I was secretly hoping you were going to ask me up on stage last month. Not that I would have known any of the songs. I would have just air guitar to it. And as you were soloing, I would have pretended to solo. That would have been cool. Chris, come backstage. Let's practice a song real quick, even if it was just me coming on going, Pac-Man is a little yellow thing. He eats dots and runs away from monsters. They're not ghosts. They're fucking monsters. Hey, what's up, man? Hernandez. I just heard no more chips for the U.S. American companies. What? What? Russia. Oh. They make a lot of tubes. They make a lot of resistors over there. They make a lot of capacitors over there. Oh. That's going to be a problem. If what you say is true, my friend. Get your electronics now. The world's going to end. Hey, what's up, hon?
You couldn't find the chips that you wanted.
Oh, no, I saw it. I responded back. Thank you.
I did ask Lily, hey, we should get him candy, and she's like, no, we gotta go. And then we ended up hanging out with Hunter and Mackenzie.
Who?
The neighborhood kids.
Oh, cool. Is that why you're all soaking wet?
Yes, the trampoline was connected to, like, the hose. So that was weird.
We had to run through sprinklers and then pray that the owner of the house didn't run out yelling at us.
Or it was like a sprinkler was connected to the top of the
They got sprinklers connected to friggin' trampolines and all kinds of stuff in their neighborhood.
It was fun.
Did you really wear heels going down to get ice cream? You're a fucking weirdo. Whatever, kid. Hey, you just do you now. Go away.
Are you still streaming? Hello!
She says hi. She says hello. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. But you know what? I just thought of something. Chips don't have to come to the U.S. because everything's made in fucking China. So China can be like, no, this is not for American audiences. So they don't care. They just want to make the money. I don't care. Have you listened to Psychobilly genre of music? Psychobilly is rock fusion. Yeah, oh God, yeah. Pretty fun stuff. Would you consider Psycho Stick part of that? That'd be a little more on the metal side, but I almost auditioned for them when I was in Arizona. Psycho Stick, I love them. I think that's the perfect band. They're crazy. And they were looking for a guitar player. What was it, around 2008-ish? I could be wrong on that. I don't remember. I remember where I was living, Buckeye, Arizona. And they put it all over their social media. And I was going to audition, but my girlfriend at the time was like, if you go on tour, what's up? And it was because she was, she was what do you call a hobosexual. I think she was just with me because I had a place to live. Nah, we were together for a long time. She was good people. But she was in that situation, so if I had left, it would have fucked her because she had a kid and everything, and I had already got things set up, and I really didn't want to do touring anymore anyway. But I almost auditioned for them. So I don't know if you would consider Psycho Stick part of that genre, but I know Psychobilly. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty fun stuff, actually, but 2 hours and 19 minutes. This is the longest I think I've ever streamed. Maybe not. How long did I stream when I had the one chip challenge that I did a couple of years back? That might have only been an hour or two. I don't know. But yeah, DJC, if you're still in here, man, we need to start an Amico super group with me in the front. Tommy can play drums. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. I want to jam with Tommy. I don't know if I've ever heard him just like play guitar. So I don't know what he's really into. What would we call that group? Everybody give me, all right, fuck what you think about Amico. Fuck what you think about the Testers. Let's just say we were to come up with a super group. What would the Amico Testers supergroup be called? And the word shill can be in there. Abso-motherfucking-lutely. Because I've never shilled anything in my whole life. But I'll fuck it. I'll take that with pride. Come on. You guys are clever. Let's get some fucking names. This isn't a fucking participation. I mean, a spectator sport. Shrills and shills. That's actually a really good one. You know what? I want to pose this question out to everybody. I'm gonna put it in multiple platforms. A death metal adventure. Okay. No, hold on. Death metal. Well, it's actually more specific to Cannibal Corpse. Wow, my fingers just don't work anymore. That's why your mom won't call me anymore. That wasn't aimed at anyone in particular. Okay, there we go. Can you imagine that? Astro Smash! Astro Smash! I'll fuck you up. I'll blow your ship up. I don't know. Astro's got nothing on me. Blah. That fucking hurt. Oh no. You ever watch Metalocalypse? I used to love that show, man. My favorite thing is when their manager or whatever died and left them, and they had to figure out how to go to instead of the grocery store, they call it the food library. And the dude's like, "Oh, there's a steak," and he just put his hands through the glass, and there's like shards of glass sticking out of his hand. He's bleeding all over the fucking meat department. Awesome stuff. Yeah, man, I love Death Clock, Metalocalypse. That was great. There was Guitar Player magazine used to include little CD-ROM discs. You remember those? With lessons and reviews of product and stuff, you know? And Squigar, whatever the fuck his name is, the guitar player from Death Clock, in the show, you know, as a cartoon, gave a lesson on how to play the solo for the Duncan Hills coffee jingle. Crick's Tartar? Crick's Tartar. That's horrible, man. That's fucking horrible. Oh, I see where you're going with that, too. Actually, I like that. I like that. I can see the humor in that. But it was pretty funny. He's talking about how he's hungover and he has to go throws up. So I show you the song and then I'm going to go throws up. Okay, let's go. I don't remember how to play because there's a lot of sweeping in it. And he actually makes fun of people. He's like, you got to do the sweeps. You got to do it right. People come to me and say, Squigar, no, you liar. You have shame. Go wash the shame off of you. You can't sweep. I was never good at raking or sweeping, you know. I mean, I can give a good... But... But you asked me to do, like, fucking sweeping and stuff. It's not going to happen. Yeah, new album, new movie. What? I'm so stoked. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'll fucking watch that, man. Great thing is it's an actual band. Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, wasn't it like one dude and he just hired musicians, or are they like a band? I thought it was like one or two dudes, and they just kind of collaborated and hired musicians to tour with them after the show, you know. But either way, yeah, dude. They animate the guitar playing to be accurate. I know. Again, going to that. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. We'll do a bonus thing here. How am I going to find it? I can't remember his name. Hey, the Atari Creep's live right now. UITAR lesson. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me get through any ads or anything. Nope, no ads. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. There we go. Hopefully the sound is good. If it's not, I apologize. Let me the desktop sound. If there's an echo now, I apologize. Let's watch this. This is great.
Hi, this is Squiggolf, and
Squiggolf.
here's to ditch some guitars. I don't feel great. I had a rough night. So
He had a rough night.
If I get up and leave, that means I probably froze up. Okay, but now you understand why. I wish I remembered I was supposed to do this one.
But yeah, this was on a disc.
It's about the money, so let's get like I excited about it.
Let's pretend I'm excited about this.
Once you talk about gear, first I love
Now, I can't see the comments right now, so if this is way too loud, I'm sorry.
and I also have the
Let me fast forward to when he's actually playing.
And so we keep some speed 16, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fret. And that's the first part. So there you go.
See, I can't do that.
And I'm sweeps picking that stuff. Speed,
Beep, 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 beep.
sweep, sweep, sweep with your pick, yeah. And that's the first part of the thing. And so we keep on going. And that's
God, it's such a nice.
thing that I am told. He's a mode for this.
It is a mode. But yeah, I used to watch that all the time. I had a whole bunch of those discs that I would watch. You know, Dave Mustaine was on there. I think it was what's the name of it? What the hell is the name of that song? Oh my god, it was huge. Alright, let me get rid of this. Oh, I don't think the desktop mic was on at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you didn't hear any of that. Wow, I feel like an asshole now. I feel like an asshole. That's alright, fuck you. It's free. Free entertainment. Deal with it. The extras on the Blu-rays are killers. Yeah, dude, the cartoon's awesome. Oh, you did hear it? Okay, good. Oh, well, the microphone I'm using to speak to you with is on top of the laptop, so you probably heard it through that. But yeah, no, I'm totally down to go watch that. In fact, I'd like to see them play live. I don't go out live too often. You find your style. Absolutely. Absolutely. My style, and this is how I describe it, I suppose. If you took David Gilmour, Dimebag Darrell, and James Hetfield, and had them spew into a cup, and you grew a guitarist out of just that specimen, those are my main influences. I don't know if you say have a lot more, but James Hetfield's why I picked up guitar to begin with. Really is. And my down picking back in the day was second to none. I would compete with him. That's all I did. I sat there all day long with a guitar in my hand. A Charvel, more than likely, or my 84 Explorer. Actually, mine was an 85, but Symphony of Destruction. Yeah, it was called Symphony of Instruction. Thank you. And I would just sit there all day long without an amp going. You know? And that's how you get good at things. You just mindlessly do it. and let the muscle memory, take care of the rest. And if you're starting to strain it all, you're doing it wrong. Relax. Guitar playing should be relaxing. You can do shit like that and look like you're constipated, like every rock star on the planet. But galloping, I got really good at for a while. I got really good at reverse galloping, like that Slayer stuff. But, wow. I'm not really getting a good metal tone on this anymore. Well, I forgot how to play Rain and Blood. Wow, I can't play Rain and Blood. Now I need to get my guitar cred back. They're South of Heaven. They're all in that same little pattern. Spill the Blood. Hit the wrong note there. Oh my God. There it is, for the most part. But Slayer loves that little box right here. I guess metal. It's right in that E range. It's a higher register of E. It's pretty cool stuff. Let's see. Symphony of Destruction. Lucy Collector says Metalocalypse played at a local college once. The show was free, but you had to be a student at the college. That makes sense. Oh, Hernandez. I was about to read your thing, but did you delete it or did the bot delete it? Let me know. I fucking hate that. I mean, if you retracted it because of whatever, that's fine. But that's pretty sweet. It is pretty sweet. Can I assume you weren't a member of that college? And you didn't get to see it? Those notes were cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Fuck, I'm getting hungry. Counting on nothing. The numbers get higher. That's an underrated band. I absolutely love them. Who is that? If you're a member of the Creep Collective, and you can be the first person to write down the name of the band in the chat thing, I'll send you out that Star Trek handheld thing by Konami. Let me grab that. First Creep Collective to tell me what the name of the band was. I'll play it one more time. There you go. Star Trek, the 21st anniversary by Konami. I don't have batteries in it, but clean, and it does work. We've played this. Alright, DJC, we'll check you out later, man. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate it, brother. I'm surprised I don't have more names for the Amico group. So I am going to sign off here in a few minutes. But I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to... Do I have any members in here? Oh yeah, Loosely Collected's here. He's a Creep Collective member. Let's see, who else? Because it's that little box next to your name that tells me, right? See, I'm bad at this, guys. Wow, Jet, you're a member. I know Stacy's a member, right? Yep. Went to college, graduated in 98, but you had to be a current student. Yeah, no, I figured that much. Okay. Not that you weren't a student at the time, but that you would had to have been a current student to go to the show. I figured that part out. Come on, somebody's going to know that song. I mean, I only have 8 members, and that's fine. The membership thing is mainly for this purpose alone. It's a guarantee that you'll give me your fucking address when you win something. Because there's nothing worse than having a giveaway and going through all the steps and putting together all the materials and buying a thing or making a thing and getting it all going and talking about it periodically. And then finally you get to the day and it's like, yeah, Jimmy, you're the big winner. And you take 3 months to get back to me just to say, you know what, give it to somebody else. Because I'm a nice guy. You're not being a nice guy. Let me just tell you something if you've won something. If you've won something and you're like, nah, you know what, just give that to the next guy. You're not a nice guy. You're a pain in the ass because you're a pain in the ass. And that's why I formed the Creep Collective. Anyone who signs up for that is saying that they're going to give me their information for this. You know what I mean? It's like a contract. It's a contract. And you get to win something. And once in a while I throw video. Like I got a video I want to publish for only you guys. It's a wicked blooper. I fucked up pretty bad. But I think it's entertaining, so I don't want to put it up as a regular video. So the Creep Collective is going to get it. If I decide to make it. Anyway. But for the most part, that's why I have that. So I can give stuff away to a small group of people who are in the lower 48 or are willing to pay for the shipping outside of the country and who are willing to give me their address to ship the stuff out to them, you know? Whether it be through Facebook or it be through, Instagram, my Atari Creep. I might open Twitter up again because most people are on there, and that's mainly just for communication. I fucking hate Twitter so much. I hate it. I hear they regulate how many tweets you can see now per day. Is that true? Hit the fan with your blooper video. Shit hit the fan? No, shit didn't hit the fan in it. Honestly, I don't even remember. Hold on. It's how my memory works. I remember the idea. I don't remember what I was filming. To be perfectly honest with you. Let me go into my camera here. I might have even deleted it by now. Oh, yes. Okay, so. Creepers. And Geekers Chris, the Atari Creep. How's right here. Doing today? So, the Atari Jaguar multi-card from Stone Age and Atari Age, or whatever the fuck. Whoever sent it to me when I gave them monies. There's a sting on there. I forget what it was titled, but I thought it was like a game, like a free game that they gave you when you updated the firmware because it didn't come with any. And I'm like, all right, let's play this game. And it was a song. It was a music video. And I'm like, when the fuck is the game going to start? And turned out it was just so it's like a little goof in my eye. So it's not really a big fuck up, but it is what it is. All right, well, I'm going to count to 10. If I don't have a title of a band in the comments, nobody wins. The band is called Suicidal Tendencies. Asleep at the Wheel. Oh, what the hell was the name of the song? Actually, I want to say it was called Asleep at the Wheel. Twitter's dumb. I've been thinking about dumping it for quite a while now. I never use it anymore. The only time I went over there was to argue with people. I don't like doing that. It's not my favorite thing to do, but when I go off, I go off. But it's like, that's all it was a bunch of people bitching at each other. And a ton of stuff on my feed from accounts that I know nothing about. Instagram's starting to do that too. It's getting fucking old. I appreciate the suggestions, but don't make every other fucking post a suggestion. And I'm not even being sarcastic there or exaggerative. It's like every other post comes from somebody I don't even fucking know or follow. It's in line with what I've been looking at. And I get it. I've followed a few new people that way, and I'm sure that's how I've gotten a few new people here and there, but it's so fucking annoying when you're trying to catch up with the folks that you do know. Especially if you're in a creative situation like I am with the Millie McCobb site. Or account. Every other fucking thing is some fucking dickhead. I don't even know. I don't care. I don't care what you do with a Beanie Baby. I want to see that chick with the big titties. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. I don't really follow that. I do follow this one chick, though. And she does a lot of things with posing, like, the cover to horror VHS flicks. So she does some kind of, she'll hold the cassette and she'll do some kind of thing that's from the movie, and she'll dress, she'll get basically in the character. And she does, like, pretty cool shit. And it doesn't hurt that she's pleasant to look at. Your typical early 90s, late 80s metal chick. Really, really good kid. Ton of VHS tapes. But her account is awesome. I look forward to seeing what she comes up with. I just actually asked her, because she did sleepaway camp in Friday the 13th so far, because summer just started. And of course she does holiday themes and all that stuff. But I was like, how about Summer Camp Nightmare? She's like, oh, what would I do from that? I don't know. The only thing I could think of was the cover has a chick laying down on the ground with her hair all up. But it's because she was being assaulted on the cover of the damn movie. I don't know if I want her to simulate that, but I was like, I don't know. Come up with something clever. You're fucking awesome at this. But yeah, let's see. I took Twitter up when I was doing internet promotion and everything. Yeah, I mean, Twitter had its place and maybe still does, but it's not for me. But yeah, the Instagram's getting old and Facebook is getting old and even this is getting old. I was actually thinking about streaming on Twitter every day. Like I said, I got some time now. So I was thinking about doing like a guitar stream on Twitter every day to supplement this. It would still be under my Atari Creep account. I believe my account is Atari_Creep. So if you're on Twitch, not Twitter. If you're on Twitch, look me up. I don't think I have anything up on there. I've had the account forever. I think it was because earlier there was a channel that was following me, Devious. I think it was to follow him, to be honest with you. It's a family member. It's one of my nephews. And he plays games, Devious. It's a decent channel. He doesn't do a lot on it anymore, but he has been active recently. But long story short, he's a pretty funny cat. But I think I mainly started an account to watch him and like one or two other people. And I think my buddy Mr. Paku Paku was going to be streaming on there. So I did that. Oh, you know what I just did? I put He-Man's head in between the 4 knobs on my pedal, and it just changed. Well, let's see what it sounds like. It changed all 4 of the knobs. Did I just find the golden tone using the head of a hero? No, it's just a little crunchier and a little louder. I'm going to bring it down a little. I just turned the pedal volume down, not the amp itself, but yeah, the social media is just getting old. It's getting fucking old. You know, MySpace was fun. MySpace was a good time. Until people were like, why aren't I in your top 8? Do you not love me anymore? Yeah, but not today. Tomorrow you'll be in my top 8. Don't worry about it. Send me some titties. You'll be in my top 8. I'm just kidding. I'm dragging here. I'm drowning. It's funny. My streams, no one really asks too many questions. I haven't really been bombarded with the Miko stuff, too. So, I think I will reward that good behavior with maybe some gameplay footage here in the next week or so. Is there a specific game you'd like me to play? I'll make sure it's one that I can play. And it'll be uncut, like any other gameplay video. Unless, of course, I go on and on and on and on and on. There are some gameplay videos I've made where I didn't get really, you know, I was playing fine, but I kept playing, and then got better near the end, so I just cut out a whole lot of the middle. So it didn't take you as long to get to there. But you'll never hit the same way again. It was the magic of Grayskull. What? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, brother. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You'll hit the same way again. I took Twitch thinking, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. But I was looking into what it took to be on Twitch. And the equipment that you really need to do it proper. I don't know. If anyone wants to help me out with that and donate some shit, a little mixer board little thing, and you know, professional stuff, I'll be on. One of my new favorite people to follow is this chick, and she plays drums while dressed as Toad and makes an annoying noise. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sure most of you know who the fuck she is, but I want to do something like that. That would be fun every day, you know? I don't know. My favorite He-Man movie is Masters of the Universe live action. Is there any other ones? Do they make any other He-Man movies? I'm not even touching the tremolo. With my right hand, anyway. It's my left hand. I liked it. I thought it was cool. You know what? I'll tell you a fun story. I went to go see that with a friend of mine when I was a little kid, obviously, who was a big Masters fan. And if you follow my channel... Oh, the He-Man on the knobs! See, dude, my brain's fucking... The power of Grayskull, the guitar pedal. Light shines on a fucking Marblehead. I'm sorry, my friend. But I went to go see that movie with them, and I wasn't a fan. If you follow my channel, I did a video, a Motu Monday video a long time ago, talking about how I was jealous. And I pretended to not like He-Man, but secretly did in the shadows. Because my parents were like, you know, we're not buying you another set of fucking toys. Another line of toys. I mean, I already had the monsters, the mini monsters. I had a ton of Star Wars and whatever else. They're just like, enough. So I resented anything He-Man and Master of the Universe, though I wanted to get into it. Skeletor was like the ultimate figure for me at the time, So I didn't watch it. I pouted. I fucking pouted. And I went and saw the movie, and I had no idea that half that shit had nothing to do with the actual show. No idea. Didn't know most of those characters didn't really exist. Well, not most. I shouldn't say that. But you know what I mean. It did bother me that it was on Earth. I didn't care. It made sense to me. I don't know. I just wish there was a lot of money issues with the surroundings of that. They wanted to make a Spider-Man movie, and they just kept taking money away from the masters. I don't know. And it became what it became, but I liked it. It's not a bad movie for what it is, if whatever. The Netflix live action Masters of the Universe remake. So, did they come up with a movie on top of the show? Revelations or whatever it's called? Or is that... I don't know, man. I kind of got burnt out on Masters of the Universe. I really did. And it sucks because I fucking love it. I mean, I got Master stuff all over me. I'm making a lot of custom Master style figures. I'm working on that He-T. It's E.T. with a He-Man body. That's where this head came from. But yeah, I don't know. I'm burnt out on it now, but I like the movie. I'll have to check it out. I watched the first season of that new show, and I liked it. I never got into the second one because it seemed boring. But yeah, if there's a new movie, I'll check it out tonight. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference in my playing style now, but I'm actually using Yngwie Malmsteen's pick right now. It just happened to be here. Some dude randomly just gave this to me at work. I was playing my guitar at work, and he's just like, "Oh man, I got Yngwie's pick in my pocket. I got it at a show," and he just gave it to me. I don't know how true that is, but I got an Yngwie Malmsteen. This thing is about as thick as 3 of my picks. I use a 72, 73 millimeter. I doubt you're going to be able to see, but the yellow one's mine. The red one's Yngwie's. Holy God. Holy hell. Yeah, I can see it. I can see why he does it. Live action Master of the Universe remake is in the works. Oh, okay. I do know about that one. Ooh, this pick sounds like shit. Fuck him. Yeah, no, I know that's been coming. So, I just thought you said it meant that there was a newer movie already out there. But they're supposed to be in a live action for Netflix. It's still not happened. Yeah. I've been playing a lot of G today. Guess I'm in a bluesier mood. Alright, I'm gonna call it done. Nobody won anything on this stream. That's too bad. Maybe I'll just bring the wheel back. I'll bring the wheel back and make sure everyone's in it. And give stuff away again on my streams like I promised I would do. But guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I really do. I may or may not stream later on doing the Atari Lego thing. Again, it's all about feel. I literally, like this was impulsive. Like legit impulsive. I went to the restroom, came back, said, I'm going to put the amp on the table and see if that works out better. And start streaming. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But for the last 4 who are still here, thank you. I really appreciate you hanging out. Anyone who came by who maybe comes back to check out the rest of it, thank you. Anybody. Thank you. Whoever's watching this now. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Regardless, I know what my channel is. And I don't give a fuck. I have fun doing this. And the fact that at least 4 of you right now are watching me do it. I mean, what can I say? When it comes to this online stuff, I'm blessed. I'm blessed, and I'm very fortunate, and I don't mention that enough. I don't mention that. I say things all the time, like my buddy Willie hooked me up with this. Or my buddy Jimmy hooked me up with that. Willie gave me this heavy sixer. My buddy, the Game Czar, gave me his wife got it, I think. This Creep It Real thing. My buddy Coleco Joe gave me all these little vinyl figures. I'm very grateful for the few people who do come over here regularly. And I'm grateful for anyone new who at least gives it a try. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fucking fine. There's a guy making 31 flavors for a reason. But I can't thank you guys enough. This is great. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And I know what this channel is. And I just can't thank you guys enough. It means a lot to me. It really does. It means a lot to me that people of the same interests, and sometimes not so much, come over here and engage. And I know it's a simple thing, but in my old man mind, it's incredible that we have this fucking technology. Never imagined this. Would never imagine this as a kid. Never thought I'd have a computer small enough to fit in my pocket. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of you guys. I really am. And I genuinely, when I say wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. I do mean that as well. Even if we don't get along. Because at the end of the day, everyone should just, hope everyone is doing well. I know what it feels like to be sick. I know what it feels like to not feel good. And even if I fucking hate you. Even the Tonys in the world, hope you're all doing well. I really do. Because at the end of the day, this internet shit's just crap. This isn't life. This isn't life. What I'm about to do is going to be life. And I hope you guys can separate that. Guys, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all positive to me. Until next time, I hope you're all doing well. I can't say it enough. Take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out today. This was almost a 3-hour stream, 3 minutes shy. Guys, thank you.